In 2018, I followed the blood type diet to the T for a few months. And unfortunately, I told everyone about it. I told them, this is it. This is the answer to all your health issues. It's according to your blood. Nothing can tell you who you are more than your blood. Follow the diet. If you're an A, you need to eat more veggies. If you're an O, you need to eat more meat. I thought I had it all figured out. And then I got new health issues while on the diet. Fast forward, it's now 2025 and I found the carnivore diet. And that's what I'm doing, and it is almost the end of the day and I am buzzing with energy, something that would have never happened on the blood type diet. I am a blood type A. And I am the opposite of the person who should be doing the carnivore diet. I've only been doing it for about a month. I had a break because I went on holiday and now I'm back. But even in that short time, I can tell you that I feel so different and I feel so good. And that's why I'm making this video, to help you to feel less anxious and worried about the effects of this diet on your body, your health as a blood type A. Because that was my biggest concern. I've come to realize that everyone is different. And because of that, what works for me might not work for you. So perhaps the blood type diet is working for you, and that is great. But if you're curious about blood type A's on a carnivore diet, or if you're curious about any of the other blood types on this diet, then this is the video for you. I have tried every diet that there is known to mankind. It's kind of my personality trait at this point. I've been vegan, I've done the low histamine diet, I've done the low FODMAP diet, I've done the blood type diet, and here I am 1 year after being vegan, and I'm on the opposite spectrum, carnivore. This is the first diet out of all the ones that I've tried that has actually made me feel different within the first few days. Before I started the carnivore diet, I was actually on the anti-mold diet, which is a whole other ball game and even more restrictive than the carnivore diet. So that's a topic for another day. But on the anti-mold diet, I found that that wasn't working for me either. I still had fatigue throughout the day. Soon after waking up, I needed to go back to sleep again. How embarrassing is that? I am not sickly or elderly, so I just did not understand, why do I feel like this? I hated it. Out of everything, that was the worst symptom for me. Needing to have a nap every single day and thinking about sleep more than I thought about anything else. It's just embarrassing. 2 days, if not less, into the carnivore diet, I was buzzing with energy. I don't know when last I needed a nap or thought about a nap. For the first time in my life, I'm waking up before the alarm goes, and it's not my alarm, it's my husband's alarm. And I used to wake up an hour after his alarm, and now I'm waking up before the alarm goes off. I am finally gonna be part of the 5 a.m. club. I'm not there yet, but that's where we're heading, and I'm really so happy because sleep is like the absolute foundation of your health. And now that I've got this sorted, I feel elated. That is just one thing that's happened. So what does this have to do with the blood type? Well, I think your health and how you feel in your own body and the diet that you choose should be determined on how you feel. It should not be determined by someone else's experience, someone else's book, someone else's research. Of course, those things are all helpful in helping you to get to the answer, but the only thing you can do is use your own body as an experiment. And that's what I've done for the past 7 years. I've been my own experiment, and now I know my body so well. And after trying everything that I've tried, I can confidently say that this is the one. I really hope so because I'm tired, man. Another big indicator that I'm on the right track, eating high-fat carnivore, ketovore, is that my blood sugar stays stable throughout the day. And this one, I may cry, because throughout my life, this has been my health issue, my blood sugar, and always feeling dizzy if I do not eat enough, soon enough, often enough. It's always been my thing. I always had to carry food with me wherever I go so that I do not get dizzy, because I was just relying on the wrong things. I didn't even know that I was eating the wrong things. I used to rely on carbohydrates in the form of rice, potatoes. I used to rely on vegetables, carrots, hummus, take to work, to go with on the train, go with on the bus, in case I feel dizzy. And then I thought I'd cracked the code when I started carrying almonds around. I thought, this is it. When I have nuts, I don't feel dizzy. But I still had to snack multiple times a day. And what I find on this diet is that I don't need snacks. I eat at breakfast and I don't eat again. And I am stable. Not only is my blood sugar stable, my mood is stable. You know when you get the dip in blood sugar and you become hangry and you become a horrible person? That doesn't happen anymore, because my hormones, or whatever, let me not say hormones. It is probably hormones. Whatever is remaining stable, and I'm not becoming a dragon on my husband when I need food, because I don't need food anymore throughout the day. I have my meal, and I'll put some examples of what I eat in the morning that keeps me sustained throughout the day. It's amazing. Like, since I was a child, this has been my problem, and now it's gone. What else has changed? Well, so much. I sleep throughout the night. I don't pee throughout the night, 1,000 times in the night. I used to wake up at least 3 times every night to pee. That no longer happens. I now sleep throughout the night. And when I open my eyes, it's literally daybreak. And I cannot believe it, because this has never happened. And now it is. Because of high fat, the same fat they told us we're not supposed to eat, it's going to kill you, it's going to block your arteries, you're going to have a heart attack, you're going to... How would we go? If we are wrong about this diet, why do we feel so good? And they just lied about everything. Everything that they tell you to do the opposite. Red meat causes cancer. I don't know anymore. I don't think so. I think sugar does. I think a high carb, sugar, high insulin body is more prone to sickness and disease, because it's metabolic. It's a metabolic issue. And those are like systems that should be working that are not working. And if your insulin is out of whack, and I've been there, I was there just a few months ago, you have so many problems. Insulin, I think, is like way more important than they want us to know it is. When you're insulin resistant, when you have elevated insulin levels throughout the day, throughout your life, that's what causes disease. And what causes insulin resistance? Eating 1,000 times a day, snacking, believing that snacking is healthy, all these things that we nibble on when we're at work, when we're out, when we're traveling, when we're bored. That's what's causing insulin resistance, And our high carb, high sugar lifestyle, where it's a treat to have chocolate every day, or it's a treat to have a muffin, a croissant, a cookie, multiple times a day for some, multiple times a week for some, and neither of the two are better. As long as you're having these treats that are actually poison, it's just not good for you. And it's so sad because it's so deceitful. Sugar is the most deceitful, cunning thing out there. You have a birthday and you're rewarded with a cake made of sugar. You get promoted and they give you some kind of sugar. Biscuits, cake, something, alcohol, it's all sugar based to celebrate, yet it's shortening your life and ruining everything. This world is crazy. Like, it takes so much work and so many downloads, so many awakenings to get to the point where you realize sugar is not good for you. Yes, it tastes good in your mouth, but my goodness, the damage it is doing. If I look at this before and after picture of me, this is before I started the anti-mold diet, which was very restrictive, no carbs, no sugar, etc. I was living on apple crumble every week because that's just what we moved into a new house and we thought that will be our celebratory dessert. And the tradition didn't end as the weeks went by. So we were having way too much. Well, we shouldn't be having any at all, but we were definitely having way too much apple crumble with custard and other sugary treats. And then this, I think it was how many days later? Like 2 weeks later, this picture. So this is 2 weeks of no sugar, no carbs. And this is me. Well, the me right now is not a good example. But because I just came back from the vacay where I cheated a lot and I had things that are not carnivore and not anti-mold diet. But the point is, I know I can feel and look this good and I want to get back there. And then there's also the weight loss. If you are struggling with your weight, the key is not killing yourself with exercise. The key is found in the kitchen. They always say that weight loss is 80% nutrition and 20% exercise. I do believe that. And I didn't start carnivore to lose weight. I started carnivore because I have a long, okay, it's not that long anymore, but I used to have a long list of health issues that I've been working on holistically and naturally ever since 2015. Oh my gosh, this is the 10-year anniversary. Well, hopefully this 10 years is the year that everything changes because I've now found carnivore. I really hope it is the key. But if you want to know about my health issues, they're mostly womanhood related. I've always had a painful cycle. I started my cycle when I was 10 years old, which was already an indicator that something was very wrong, which it was, and it still is, but I'm working on it. More womanhood issues, if I must be specific, PCOS, endo, super painful periods that are debilitating. I cannot leave the house, I cannot go anywhere, I cannot work, I just lie there and wait for the pain to go. And it usually takes 3 days for it to go away completely. And actually today is my first day back to life since my last cycle. I did notice before I went on the vacay that without carbs and with high fat carnivore, the cramps are less and I'm making progress. And so it makes me so excited to see what will happen when I'm consistent for the next 90 days at least. So yeah, this is the beginning of my 90-day carnivore stint. I'm sure it's going to last longer than that because everyone who's on this diet has only good things to say, and it's so inspiring. And so many people have healed so many things: autoimmune issues, infertility, they've lost so much weight, they've gotten rid of brain fog, all these things that the blood type diet has never claimed to be able to do, and definitely did not do for me. So I hope this encourages you to give it a try. I mean, even if you give yourself a month, 2 months, 3 months to try carnivore, that's all I ask. Try it for 3 months. If it doesn't work, if you get worse, then you stop. If you get better, then amazing. That's the attitude I have for now. And 3 months of a diet is not going to kill you. It's not going to change your life trajectory. If it's completely bad for your blood type, at least you know that you can go back to the blood type diet that is suitable for you, or you can try the next trend that comes up. 3 months is not a long time. And yeah, I'm not a doctor. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe 3 months is too long. But in my experience, and after doing veganism for 8 months, even that 8 months, I didn't die doing a diet that was proper killing me. So give yourself 3 months. I'm going to do the same. And then we can reconvene and we can exchange notes, and you can tell me how it's going. And if you're watching as a long-term carnivore, please give us some advice. What do we need to know as we start this journey? Because there's a lot online. There are the strict carnivores, there are the dirty carnivores. I would like to know, what have you tried? What have you done? What's your favorite breakfast? What's your favorite dinner? Any tips for cooking ribeye to the best of your ability? Put it all down below. Let's build this community of newbie carnivores, expert carnivores, curious carnivores. But most of all, let's heal to the maximum, because we have been lied to, we've been poisoned, everybody has a health issue. And if this is the key, then I cannot wait to share this diet, this way of eating with the people that I love the most.